It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and this is Bourbon Nation. I'm your host, David, and today we have Bowman Brothers. This is their small batch. Now, this is, they say it's a copper distilled. We read the label here, it's from Virginia, so that's kind of nice because I don't do a lot with things that are out of Kentucky or Tennessee, so it's kind of interesting to see what the life in Virginia is like with bourbon. And we've got Bowman Brothers here. Now, this is a pretty interesting bottle. You can see it here. You know, does it stand out from all the other bottles we have? Maybe, maybe not, but that's not what we buy these things for. We buy these things for the flavor and what do they taste like. Now, this is a lower proof bourbon. This is a 90 proof. And you know, a lot of times I know a lot of the bigger YouTube channels, they want to talk about, oh, you want this proof. But if you're newer to bourbon, I say go down. Now, I'm not into the TX, like the 80 proof by any means, but I think a 90 proof is a perfect way to start. You know, you throw some ice in it, maybe a couple drops of water, something like that, just to get your palate used to drinking bourbon, and because it is a strong flavor if you just try to jump right into it. But I want to try this. I've opened the bottle up, let it breathe just a little bit, and we're gonna try this thing. Now, I want to smell this first, just from the bottle. A lot of sweetness, a lot of good flavors in there. But I want to put it in the glass. Let's go in the Karen here, and we'll put ourselves a little bit in there, and pop the top on this thing and talk about this. Now, something I noticed right away is the bottle makes it look dark, and I don't know if that has to do with like the red that they're using for their backing there. If that helps kind of keep it, kind of a darker finish, but. We look at it here, and it's not actually that bad. I mean, it's a little bit lighter on the lighter side versus some of the, the bigger name brands. But it is also, you got to think they probably proofed this down quite a bit. So you add water to proof them down to make them more palatable for some people. But let's smell this and see what we get out of it. Very appley, very appley to the nose. Not a ton of spice. I mean, I don't feel like, of course. There's maybe a little cinnamon to it, but let's try this. And when I open a new bottle like this, I'm trying it with you guys, so let's see. Very light on the tongue. It reminds me of a good weeder, how weeders are just really light on your tongue. The back end, man, I get more of the apple in the back end of that. That is really nice. It doesn't burn your face off, which is nice because it is a lower proof. And once again, I think of bourbons like this, of course you can use this as a mixer, but I think of bourbons like this as a way to get into, if you're wanting to get into bourbon, this is a good 90 proof like this is definitely a nice way to do that. Overall, it's very, very pleasant. Still getting that apple. A little bit of licorice there, just a hair of licorice. And I'm not a big fan of like eating licorice, but I definitely taste it there. And it's not unpleasant. Almost just a hair bitter at the end. Just a hair bitter at the end. And not bad, honestly, not bad. And so, reading the label here, it's a Virginia. They're out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. It is, of course, they get the whole family history. Every bourbon seems to have a family history. Even new brands somehow pop up, and there's my family's been doing this since the 1700s or something funny, and this one definitely has that story. The Bowman Brothers. Small batch. Where are you guys at with this one? It's pretty interesting. Definitely, I can see this as more of a mixer. You can sip this, have a good time with this, especially if you're new into bourbons. But I'm viewing this probably more of, you want to make some kind of maybe some sort of a sour or just something kind of mixed drink. You might want to go down this path. But let me go one more time. Still. Lots of easy going on that first tongue. I get a little bit of the apple, even from the smell, which is unusual. Usually I can smell things and then when I taste them, it's different. But I do get some of that apple even tasting it, and it's light, and this would be very refreshing. So, and that's unusual to say in bourbon that it's just so refreshing. But a light bourbon like this is definitely something easy or hot. Maybe you don't want to get into the big boys, something a little more potent. This is the way to go. So in the comments below, let me know what you think of this. Have you had Bowman Brothers? And what did you think of it? The thing about bourbon is, just because it's a popular name doesn't mean it has to be the right bourbon for you. I think there's flavor out there for everybody, and $30, $35, something like that for the price tag of this one. I definitely think it is a great choice. Now, I'm gonna give it the scale, and 1 to 10, obviously 1 is bad, 10 is great. And if I'm gonna have to, my first tasting of this one here, which may, if I open this bottle up down the road, maybe I do change what I think about it. But as of now, Bowman Brothers, I'm gonna give a 4.5. Now, 4.5 is not bad. I think this would be a great mixer. 90 proof, you can add it to cocktails. Definitely, it's not gonna burn your face off. And there you go. 4.5 for me, and I gotta finish this. So you know what to do. Comments, let us know what you think, and have you watched our latest videos? If so, which is your favorite? Let me know down below as well. So cheers, everybody.